Do we have a future on Earth? Will Earth remain habitable forever? Right now, we live on a safe and habitable planet, but will it always stay this way? Without even realizing it, we may be heading toward a major crisis. Global temperatures are rising, glaciers are melting, and sea levels are increasing. In the next 50 to 100 years, coastal cities could be underwater. Oil, water, farmland. Every day we consume more and more, but we're not replacing what we take. If we deplete Earth's resources too quickly, we may one day need a new planet to call home. A massive supervolcanic eruption, a giant asteroid impact, or an unexpected global pandemic. Living on Earth is not always guaranteed to be safe. So what happens if Earth becomes uninhabitable? Is there a backup planet for humanity? Today, we're searching the depths of space for a new home. But before we begin, if you want to see more videos about science and space, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and like this video. Now, let's head into space. What makes a planet habitable? Is moving to another planet really possible? What conditions must a planet meet to support life? A planet can't be too close or too far from its star. If it's too close, it becomes extremely hot. If it's too far, it freezes completely. The ideal zone is called the Goldilocks zone, where conditions are just right for liquid water. Speaking of water, as far as we know, it's essential for life. If a planet has liquid water on its surface, its chances of being habitable increase significantly. It also needs an atmosphere. Without one, harmful radiation would reach the surface and temperatures would fluctuate drastically. What about gravity? If a planet is too massive, its gravity would be too strong, making movement difficult. If it's too small, it wouldn't be able to hold on to an atmosphere, leaving it airless. So, which planets show the most promise as a potential second home for humanity? Let's explore 4 fascinating candidates. TRAPPIST-1d, one of our nearest neighbors. TRAPPIST-1d is a planet orbiting a red dwarf star called TRAPPIST-1, located just 40 light-years away from us. It's slightly smaller than Earth, yet it remains an intriguing candidate for habitability. Even though it orbits its star very closely, it lies within the habitable zone, meaning conditions could support life. A year on TRAPPIST-1d lasts only 4 Earth days, and its estimated surface temperature is around -15 degrees Celsius. However, if it has a thick atmosphere, this could trap heat and make the planet warmer. But there's a big issue. TRAPPIST-1 is a highly active star. It frequently emits intense radiation flares. If TRAPPIST-1d lacks a strong magnetic field, this radiation could have stripped away its atmosphere over time. So, is this planet truly habitable, or is it just a barren, rocky wasteland? We don't know for sure, but if its atmosphere is still intact, it could potentially support life. Kepler-296e, a distant but promising world. Now, let's travel much farther away, 1,200 light-years from Earth. Kepler-296e is a planet discovered by the Kepler Space Telescope and is considered a strong candidate for habitability. This planet is about 1.5 times the size of Earth, meaning it's slightly larger but could still be a rocky world. The biggest advantage of Kepler-296e is that it lies within its star's habitable zone. It completes an orbit around its star every 34 Earth days, and its estimated surface temperature is around -6 degrees Celsius. If it has a thick atmosphere, temperatures could rise, increasing the chances of liquid water on its surface. However, scientists are still unsure whether this planet has an atmosphere at all. If we ever get the chance to visit Kepler-296e, we might find a cold but potentially habitable world. Kepler-438b, one of the most Earth-like planets, may. If we're searching for a planet most similar to Earth, Kepler-438b is one of the best candidates. Located 473 light-years away, it is only 12% larger than Earth, and its estimated surface temperature is around 3 degrees Celsius, suggesting a climate that could be quite similar to our own. Kepler-438b orbits its star quite closely, completing a full orbit in just 35 Earth days. However, there's a major problem. Its star is extremely dangerous. Kepler-438b's star frequently experiences massive radiation flares. If the planet doesn't have a strong magnetic field, these flares could have destroyed its atmosphere. At this point, scientists don't know whether Kepler-438b has an atmosphere. But if it does, this planet could be one of the best alternatives to Earth. Teegarden B, the most promising candidate? Finally, Let's talk about one of the most promising exoplanets discovered so far, T-Garden b. Unlike the other planets we've discussed, this one is much closer, only 12.5 light-years away. In astronomical terms, this makes it practically a next-door neighbor. T-Garden b is very similar in size to Earth, and its estimated surface temperature is around 28 degrees Celsius, which is comparable to many regions on our own planet. Even more exciting, it orbits within the Goldilocks zone, meaning there's a high chance of liquid water on its surface. This planet has a very short year, completing one full orbit around its star in just 4.9 Earth days. If it has a stable atmosphere and a strong magnetic field, T-Garden b could genuinely be a second home for humanity. However, scientists are still unsure whether it has an atmosphere at all. So, is there a new home for humanity? As you can see, we've found several Earth-like planets in space, and one day, we might need to move to one of them. But there's a huge challenge. How do we get there? For now, living on these planets is just a dream. But science is advancing rapidly. Maybe one day, humans will set foot on one of these distant worlds. But until then, we need to focus on something crucial: taking better care of our own planet. Which of these planets do you think would be the best for humans to live on? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.